is going on? So today we are going to be doing a full day of eating, being 7 weeks out from my first show, and wanted to walk you guys through exactly what it is that I'm eating, how I'm able to, maintain this deficit. Not maintaining energy, I will not lie, I am absolutely beat. I am tired. It took me about 40 minutes to actually get out of bed today, but I work out in the morning. I think morning workouts are probably the best, just because you get it done out of the way and then you have the rest of your day to focus on, and you're not just like anticipating or just waiting to go and do it later. So it's 7:40 right now. We're gonna eat our first meal and I'm gonna walk you guys through that. So let's do it. So meal one is nothing crazy. It's the standard bodybuilding meal. Oats. I switched to oats. Hold on. Fuck, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. 50 grams. So yeah, first meal is standard oats. I switched to oats just because it keeps me more full than, I don't remember what I was eating beforehand. Oh, I'd have a Legendary Pop-Tart, basically like a protein bar every morning. And this is just by far way more filling on the stomach, and it really kind of keeps me full for my workout, since I usually don't get back until about noonish. So yeah, meal one is 50 grams of oats, and then I do a half a serving of protein powder just to get in like a little bit extra protein in the morning, and also just kind of give it some good flavoring, because oats taste fucking disgusting. I'm sure, if you're into fitness, you can definitely relate to that oats are gross. All right, hell yeah, I'm fucking hungry. Secret to this is you put water in it and you cook the absolute shit out of it, so it basically just like overflows and makes a massive ass bowl of oatmeal, just so that way you're getting more volume. And like that's gonna be the biggest like key that you're gonna find today through this video, is everything I am eating is massive amounts of volume here, just because it keeps me so full. And I'd rather be super full. I might be like low energy as hell, but I'd rather that small trade-off, so because I can deal with low energy, but I can't deal with that massively like starving hunger feeling. So that's why I set up the diet the way I do today. And meal one is, like I said, 50 grams of oats, half scoop of protein powder, and to start the morning off, I always have black coffee. And then pre-workout, we have like a Ghost Energy or something. The amount of caffeine I am drinking right now is absurd. It's usually like 600 to 800 milligrams a day, but I'm gonna eat meal one and we are gonna head to the gym. All right, so we are at the gym. Hit the damn, brain's not working today. Jesus, I'm so fucking tired. Hit the pre-workout meal, about to grab a Ghost when I go inside the gym, and today is gonna be an awesome back day, focused on the thickness with a lot of rows, and then we are gonna cap it all off with some biceps and rear delts. So let's get into it. So just finished up the back day, solid back day, and I am absolutely just freaking cooked afterwards. But during the session, Instacarted food, so got the groceries at home, gonna go pick those up, and I am absolutely excited to eat. Meal two, and got half of the cardio done. I'm gonna do the other half when I get back to the apartment, just because also at 11 here I have a meeting, so I just wanna make sure I have enough time for that, get ready and all that. So solid back day, cooked. Fucking energy is absolutely just gone at this point. Already had a Ghost on top of the coffee, and when I get back to the apartment, we're gonna have another coffee, and I just got something special for coffee, so I'm absolutely excited to try that. But that's what we're doing. Gonna go drive in freaking Austin traffic, gotta love it, and yeah, I'll see you guys back at the apartment. Cheers. So we're back in the apartment. I got my Instacart, and I decided, after I've been like obsessed with Starbucks' sugar-free vanilla, so picked this up. I don't know why. Man, fuck the fucking focus. Yeah, there we go. It's zero, where's it at? 0 calories. And we also picked up almond milk. Not that I don't enjoy 30 calories, not that I don't enjoy black coffee, but just being on prep, not having sweet things. Sweet is like the hardest thing to like really create, I've found on prep. Like I do eat French toast, you'll see that later. But overall, just like sweet things, sweet sugary is very difficult to fit in just because sugar does ultimately end up making you more hungry and make you just crave a lot more food. They're usually paired with a shitload of fats, like Reese's, my fucking favorite candy. Haven't had that in like 20 weeks, I think. So yeah, anything that I can get sweet wise is just like super goated. Absolutely love it. But I'm with prep, if you guys have ever been on it, if you've ever dieted, if you get hungry, irritable, holy fucking shit. Not only did I just forget the fucking potatoes I need for meal 2 that I'm about to eat, but I also got back and you can't even fucking see it. And I got back and I spilled water all over the place. Guys, when I tell you that shit made me want to put my fucking hand through a wall, like that's just kind of like where we're at right now with prep of like just the smallest shit just like pisses me off. But it's honestly just like the reality of it. Everyone, I mean, it's like great, you know, you look good. This is the best I've ever looked in my life. As lean as I've gotten, we're continuing to get shredded because we have 7 weeks left. I'm honestly not that hungry. Like if your diet, this is one thing that I have also found is if your diet is set up properly, you shouldn't really be that hungry. Like, I mean, maybe the further you get into prep, yes, but I mean, as you'll see, like all the foods that I am eating, they're very packed with, you know, a lot of just volume, veggies, fruits, etc. So everything I do eat actually does keep me quite full throughout the day. It is quite easy to sustain as well. I do drink a fuck ton of coffee and caffeine. So that is one thing I have realized. I used to think like, you know, if you are a little bit hungry, like that's a good sign that you're in a deficit, but I'm starting to realize like that's not the case. Like if you're eating the right foods, you truthfully can, you know, make this very easy on yourself. So that is, you know, I am an online coach. So that is one thing, you know, I'm starting to really put into my clients, you know, you don't know what you don't know. So like this was another big reason why I did want to take this step, push myself to compete in a show just so I can really, again, put myself back in those shoes. Cause you know, it's been a while since I've really had to cut down on weight. Cause once I got up to like 225, my heaviest, you know, I was freaking plumpy and all that, cut back down. I haven't been back up there since. So yeah, overall I wanted to give myself a new challenge and this is it. So yeah, next steps right now today is I have got to get these fucking potatoes for meal 2 because I am absolutely starving, and then we're gonna go rock out and finish the rest of our cardio. So let's get it. All right, so Instacart finally got here, and now I have my potatoes ready to make meal 1. So right now cooking up the veggies for the omelet. Got the potatoes in the air fryer, and yeah, the omelet consists of 80 grams of spinach, a little bit of chopped green pepper. We're gonna throw some mushrooms in this. And then once the veggies cook up and we got it all sauteed and everything nice and seasoned, then we add in 180 grams of egg whites and 2 whole eggs because we want those healthy fats. And shockingly, I actually have a really hard time hitting my overall fat goal, so I do utilize a lot of whole eggs and actually fattier proteins. So on this prep, I get to actually eat steak, which is fucking phenomenal, and you will get to see that later. And bang, meal 2, or like actually officially meal 1, because I don't even count like my pre-workout as like a meal. It's just kind of like my wake up morning snack. But hash browns, egg omelet, hella fucking veggies, because we got to keep ourselves full. Whoever said dieting is boring clearly doesn't know how to fucking cook. So we got the egg white omelet, got the crispy hash browns. I'm so fucking hungry. I'm excited to eat this. Probably gonna have a diet Dr. Pepper. I just got diet Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar. Cherry, absolute gas. Found them at the gas station the other day. So this is officially like meal 1 because we had the pre-workout. So meal 1 going down. Right now in prep, I'm not the biggest fan of this for weight loss, but just for like how things are right now, I am doing fasting. So like I'll have my first meal or like pre-workout in the morning, and then we'll have this meal usually around anywhere from like 12 to 1. Today's a little bit later just because I had to wait for stuff to get Instacarted, but the reason that I'm not the biggest fan of fasting, especially for like long-term weight loss, is I just think to myself of
how long am I going to do this before I want pancakes when I wake up in the morning? So basically I just try to preach that, we should be eating breakfast, we should be doing all that, but just for how low calories have been getting, it's just been way more optimal for myself right now with where I'm at to have that initial, snack meal, whatever we want to call it, pre-workout in the morning, and then move into actually having this later on, just so that way once I eat this, I'm pretty full, pretty satiated, can push myself off to like my next meals, which will be around 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then by then I have like 3 or 4 more things I still have to eat by the time it's like 5 p.m. So overall, this is just what's working for me. Definitely recommend always, doing what works best for you. If you're not hungry in the morning, then you can obviously utilize fasting. But if you do have a hard time actually hitting your calories, make sure you're waking up eating breakfast. That's what I have my guys focus on, is making sure that we are eating breakfast in the morning. And overall, it just helps make sure that we are getting in that food. But without further ado, yeah, I'm fucking starving. I'm gonna get into this and I'm excited. All right, so I'm gonna be having a little bit of a different kind of like meal setup than I normally do. So I am actually gonna be having a little like yogurt concoction of blueberries and a little bit of PB Fit sprinkled on top. Absolutely delicious. Normally I'd have this at night as kind of like a massive ice cream that I would blend with 330 grams of ice and a scoop of protein powder. And instead of blueberries, I'd normally do frozen strawberries. And I just kind of mix everything except the frozen strawberries together in a massive blender, mix it up, and it really comes out to like an ice cream consistency. And then I would put the PB Fit powder on top of that with the frozen strawberries. But just because today I am going to be actually using a Ninja Creamy, I'm just kind of using the yogurt right now as like a midday little sweet treat for myself. And yeah, so this will be kind of like snack 2 going down. And Zeke is looking good. So I'm excited for this. Again, still fucking hungry. It's just like the story of my life is hungry. But yeah, we're gonna eat this and get a little bit of work done. All right, so just got back from doing the last bit of steps, and this is meal 2. Like my actual meal 2, because we had the oats, the yogurt. Got this going. This is 80 grams of spinach, 120 grams of shredded lettuce. Just kidding, it's only 40 grams of spinach, I forgot. It's 120 grams of shredded lettuce, 40 grams of spinach, 40 grams of broccoli slaw, about 40 to 50 grams of diced cucumber with 30 grams of fat-free ranch. I'm a massive ranch lover. I love it outside of like not having to be like so strict on prep and things. So I had no idea that was a thing. And if you're like me, you love ranch, go get some fat-free ranch. It is phenomenal. And we also got 80 grams of chicken and an ounce of deli turkey. It's supposed to be 100 grams of chicken. I ran out. I only had 80 grams left. So we just went with an ounce, and for whatever reason, the deli turkey is just measured out in ounces, so that's why everything else is grams, and that's an ounce. But yep, about to go down with meal 2. It is 5:30 right now, and I still have my steak, fried rice / cauliflower meal, and my French toast and the creamy ice cream that I'm gonna make. And this is the benefits of fasting, is that I can put all of my food at the end of the day. And overall, like if you're like me, you have a hard time not overeating, fasting can be a great tool to utilize, especially if you can get by with not having to eat a lot of food in the morning. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this down. Got a couple more things I got to finish up for the evening. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it, and I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this massive ass salad. All right, guess who's back in the kitchen? It's us, because this is how fucking prep works, is I am standing here always cooking. And right now we are saucing up onions. That is gonna go into our basically like healthy fried rice meal. So instead of actually having rice, I do cauliflower rice. I do 1 bag of these at night, because this entire bag is 100 calories. It has 4 servings per container, but it usually comes out to, oh, actually, I'm kidding. 4 servings at 20 calories. There you go. And the whole bag is actually 80 calories, but it usually comes out to be around 70 to 75 in total for like the amount that you get. Plus, on top of that, 2 whole eggs goes into this dish, and then we do throw in, I have some steak left over, but then we're going to have to tap into the new steak. And then we throw in the top round on top. Yes, I like my steak rare. That's how I like it. And this is such a prep hack, whether, whatever you're doing meal prep hack is to just bulk make all of your protein. I do this with my steak, with my chicken, and then as I need it, I just pull it out of the container. It's already ready to go. You don't have to make like these super exquisite like meal prep meals like in individual things. Like fuck that, it just takes too much time. This is just how I meal prep. This is how I've done it since I was in college when I started. It's what allowed me to, you know, overall just shed down the weight. And it just honestly just makes life such a breeze because like once a week, it takes me about 30 minutes. I shit you not, to make all the food that I need for 7 days. Granted, like I said, like I've been doing this for 5 years, so I have gotten very consistent and just like overall really good at making the food that I need to have. So it is a bit of a process, learning curve. It used to take me longer than 40 minutes, but like now we do get it done. And yeah, so this is the meal. We do 5 ounces of top round steak, 2 whole eggs, a whole bag of the cauliflower rice, and a little bit of just sauteed onions that we're just gonna throw some like salt, pepper, garlic on. So I'm gonna finish this off and I will show you the final product. All right, so got the cauliflower rice, steak, eggs, and the seasoned onions. Gonna go ahead and just kind of mix that in a little bit. And while the eggs are cooking, I usually like to have the eggs a little bit more yolky, just so that way it's kind of like a sauce on top. I don't know, that's just how my brain works. Makes it taste good. I've tried like mixing it in like actual fried rice, and this is just how I like to do it now. You know what they say, if you can't flip your eggs, wait till I'm out of prep, because I'll actually be able to finish that joke. I can't believe anything. Eggs almost done. Got the rice concoction all sauteed up. I am fucking hungry and I am excited to eat this food. All right, so finished product here. This is what it looks like. Like I said, 5 ounces of steak, whole bag of cauliflower rice, just like a handful of onions sauteed up, 2 whole eggs thrown on top. We're gonna mix this all together and it is going to be fantastic. And we still have French toast and a creamy ice cream because the new Ninja Creami is like the new crave. I fell into the trap. I'm getting one and I'm excited for it. So meal, whatever this is, going down, and I'm about to really enjoy this. All right, so it is 9:16 now, and last snack before the French toast is the Ninja Creami. I did 45 calories worth of almond milk in this, which is like 30 calories serving. I don't have it with me right now. And then did 1 serving of protein powder. So this whole thing is like 145 calories for this fucking pint. I mean, game changer. So I'm gonna enjoy this, and then yeah, we're gonna have the last meal of French toast here shortly. So gonna really enjoy this, take my time with it, get back to a few client things, and then make the French toast. All right, so this is the last meal that we are making for the night, which is just gonna be French toast. If you're in the fitness community, whatever, you've got to know by this meal by now. It's just basically white bread. I'm using Sara Lee, which is only 45 calories a slice. Absolutely just like calorie saver right there. Super good. And then we do 220 grams of egg whites. I always do 7 grams of cinnamon, and then about 14 grams of the sugar-free stevia. Whisk all that together, dip the egg in the batter, and then put it in the pan. And then we're also going to sprinkle on about 50 grams of blueberries on top of this, and then we'll put 18 grams of peanut butter, so that way we get in the rest of our fats for the day. And then drizzle on some just sugar-free syrup. This one is only 5 calories a serving, as opposed to like the normal one that's like, I don't know, 100, 150 if you get the normal maple syrup. So again, just another massive calorie saver. So gonna go on ahead and finish this up, and then I will show you the final product in a second. All right, last meal, French toast. We got the peanut butter and a low-calorie syrup on top. I cannot wait to enjoy this. I always like to have this as my last meal just because of like how much of a sweet treat this like really is at the end of the night. So that is going to conclude the full day of eating. As you can see, based off of all these meals, everything is very high volume just to really keep myself full throughout the day. Yes, my energy levels have absolutely taken a hit during this time of eating so low, but that is going to round us off at 2,175 calories with 220 grams of protein, 55 grams of fat, and about 200 grams of carbs for the day. So I'll make sure that everything on the screen is tailored to each meal, because I totally forgot to list off the macros. So I'm gonna make sure, like, through the video, everything's laid out for you guys so you can see exactly what goes into each meal. I'm gonna enjoy this, so that's it for me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.